This video has the MCQs of the poem, The Solitary Reaper. Not just the question answers the traditional way, but here the essence of the poem is very well explained. Now all the questions that are important for your board exams have been included in this video because I have a 25-year plus experience, so I know which question is often asked in the board examinations. So keeping that in mind, I have prepared this video. Also, icing on the cake is that it has been woven or associated with the real life experiences in a student's life, that is your life. So you will be able to remember them easily without forgetting. You'll be able to answer any question without any problem and ace the exam.
Question number 1. Why does the poet ask the passerby to stop here or gently pass? We have 4 options and the correct answer is for you to guess and leave the answer in the comment section below. You can pause the video and give your answer and then check with my answer. Okay, so let me reveal the answer. The correct answer is to avoid disturbing the Reaper's song, and that is option B. So you can here relate, when you're studying for an exam or your friend is studying for JEE entrance and you do not want anyone to disturb your friend, that is exactly the feeling that Wordsworth had for the Solitary Reaper also. So this is how you can link and remember. Now question number 2. What makes the song of the Solitary Reaper extraordinary for the poet? You have 4 options. Pause the video and leave your answer in the comment section below. That will help me understand that you are on the right track. Now let me give the answer to you. The answer is option B. It's emotional depth and beauty, because more than words, it's the feeling. Because anyway, Wordsworth doesn't understand the meaning of what the girl is singing. It's only the feel that he was able to absorb. So now when sometimes your teacher's words, here the experience that I will link with is the teacher's words are so motivational that they remain etched in your memory. So you can remember, you can associate this with your teacher's motivational speech. Now, moving on to the third one, the poet compares the reaper's song to that of a nightingale. What does this suggest? So how do we remember this? The 4 options are given here on the screen and it's for you to get the correct answer. You must have guessed it right, I'm sure by now. And the correct answer is option B again, joy and relief to weary travelers. Weary travelers, I have already explained in my video, which you can find in the description box below. Now, it's the tired travelers who are traveling in the desert area. Now, the answer is Nightingale's song refreshes those desert travelers. So, in the beginning, I had told that, when you're tired, when you want to drink water, when you have completed your PT and you're dying to have some water. So, it's exactly the same feel that, when the tired travelers, they sit under a shady tree in the desert and then they hear the song of a nightingale, it actually refreshes them a lot. So, how do you remember this? When you are actually done with your PT and then you get not only water but maybe some fruit juice or some Coke or diet, whatever you like. So you can associate it with that. Now coming to the question number 4, that is the comparison of the Reaper's song with the cuckoo's song in spring highlights. So we dealt with the nightingale and we remembered and associated it with fresh juice or Coke. Now let's handle the cuckoo here. Now, the comparison of the Reaper song with the cuckoo song highlights spring. So what does that mean? Here the option again is B, sweetness and freshness. So spring season is associated with everything that, sprouts up fresh. And after the decay and death of winter comes the spring season. So spring symbolizes fresh life. So that is what you can associate with. Now here, how do you link it up? What is the experience you can link it up with? The excitement students feel, when they have just finished their exams and they are waiting for the summer holidays. So associate the cuckoo with your summer holidays after completing your exams. So will you remember that? If yes, please do type a yes in the comment section below, and you feel that this video is going to help you understand better, you can ask me for more such videos and I'll be there right for you. Now, coming to question number 5, why does the poet say, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound? Vale is valley, and the 4 options are right in front of you, and I'm sure you're already guessing. Okay, so let me tell you the answer here. It is A. Her voice echoes across the valley. It echoes across the valley because it's very deep and shallow. So this shows the reach of her song. That means it's not just where she is singing, but it has actually spread to the entire valley. Now, how do you associate this? I have been teaching you through this video. So are you in front of me? No, you're not in front of me, but my voice is reaching out to so many people. So it's exactly like that. So do remember your teacher, and if you feel this video is a little interesting, it's useful and it's helpful, just press the subscribe button and also share it with your friends, and do like the video. And thank you in advance. Now moving on to question number 6. The poet admits he cannot understand the language of the song, yet what makes it powerful? Now, out of the given 4 options, I'm sure you have already started guessing. Okay, so let me give you the answer. The answer is again option B, tone and emotional intensity. So music transcends language. Music doesn't know any language. It is beyond words. So here you can associate it with the K-drama or the K-pop songs that you all listen to. You don't understand, but it's only the emotion, or it's only the beat, or the song that you like. So you can associate that with K-drama or K-pop songs that you now moving on listen to. Now coming to question number 7, which of the following moods best describes the Reaper song? Now the 4 options are in front of you, and when I had explained in detail the mood of the solitary reaper, that is the Highland lass. I'm sure you remember that. So the answer is sorrowful and melancholic. So she was very, very sad. Now the mood is deeply emotional and sad. So how do you associate this? Your friend or your brother or your mother, for that matter, or your father also, anyone, they are very sad on a particular day, and you don't feel good about it either, right? You are also in the same mood. So associate it with the sad mindset of any one of your dear ones, and then you will easily remember that how the Highland lass was feeling at the time of singing. Now coming to the next question, which is question number 8. Why does the poet compare the Reaper's song to stories of old battles of familiar sufferings? Now again, the options are in front of you. I'm not reading them out because they are flashed on the screen. So I just didn't want to, prolong it too much. So out of the given options, the answer is again universal emotions. Everyone relates to grief or sorrow. So here also, how do you remember this? The poet compares the Reaper's song to stories of old battles of familiar suffering. So here you can say that every class or every section for that matter, they have the universal emotions that they share, whether it is okay, ma'am has included another chapter in the test, or she has deducted marks for everybody, or anything happy or sad, it is commonly shared by the entire unit. So just like that, you can remember, you can associate it with that emotion. Now coming to question number 9, what is the phrase, a voice so thrilling never was heard, emphasize? So what does it suggest? The poet says that the solitary reaper's voice was thrilling, never was heard before. He had never heard this kind of a voice before in his lifetime. The options are here, and I'm sure you've already typed the answer, and it is unmatched beauty. Never heard such a song before. That means the song was really beautiful. It was really something which kept him hooked to the song. So how do you associate this with? You can associate this with Arjit Singh or Shreya Ghoshal. You might have attended a concert, and after you get back, the only thing that is there in your mind is those songs, they are lingering in your mind. So you can associate this with Arjit or Shreya. Now coming to question number 10, why does the poet carry the music long after it was heard no more? And the options are here in front of you. And what's your guesswork? Let me know. The option is obviously B, remained in his heart. It was etched in his heart. Memory of the song stayed. So how do you remember? Again, you can associate this with the teacher's motivational speech that I had mentioned earlier. Now, not wasting much time, let us get to the question number 11. The poet's inability to understand the lyrics shows he didn't understand the lyrics that we have already spoken about. And out of the 4 options, the right option is A, emotions go beyond language. Music is universal. So this also we have already spoken about. So it is something that you don't bother about the lyrics that are there in the song, but the music is what is important. So here also another example I can give you, that is, you watch many cartoon shows, and there also it is not important for you to understand the language. It is all about the emotion. It is what is shown on the screen that makes you laugh, and you go very crazily. You just laugh because you know what's happening. You don't have to listen to understand. You can see to understand. You can feel what is being conveyed. Okay, so this is how you can remember. Now coming to the next question, which is question number 12. That is, why is the reaper described as solitary? This is the crux of the poem because the title itself is The Solitary Reaper. So let's understand what this is. Out of the 4 options, the answer is she was working all alone, literal solitude. That means she was totally alone in the entire field. I'm sure you got the answer right. Okay, proud of you. Now here you can associate it with, your presence in a library just before the exam, and you're all alone in the library. So associate yourself with the solitary reaper. She is in the field because that is what her work is. And what is your work? You are a student and you are in the library all by yourself. So associate it like that, and then you're good to go. Now question number 13. What possible themes does the poet imagine the reaper's song might be about? And there are 4 options like the other questions also, but here you have 2 answers, and they are option B and option C. And what are they? Great battles and heroic deeds. That is what she was thinking about, or probably the song meant this, or everyday sorrows and losses. So she was singing a melancholic song, and what was the crux of it, or what was the essence of the song that she was singing? Could be about the great battles of the heroes who left them, or it could be the mundane or the routine, little nothings that you call. So it could be one of those things, with which her sorrow is associated. So here he wonders whether the song is about battles. He doesn't know what she is singing. It's just a guesswork that he makes. Now, how do you associate this? You have so many problems associated, in your everyday life. So just like how it could be some battles that she was singing about, you can associate it with your history chapter, wherein you learn about so many battles, so many different things about history. And the second thing you can associate is with the daily scoldings, or the daily things that unpleasant things that happen in your life. So you can associate it with that so that you remember it better. Okay, now question number 14. What emotion does the poem evoke most strongly in the reader? So what is it when you read the poem, or when you understand the poem, what is it that you feel? And that is wonder and admiration. The poet is awestruck. He is really mesmerized by her singing. So are you really, getting the essence of the poem through my MCQs and the association that I made it to the students' life? So if you feel that, this is really going to help you, don't forget to press the like button and the subscribe button too. Okay, thank you. Now here the answer is wonder and admiration. The poet is awestruck. So when you can associate with say your brother is preparing for JEE exam. Your brother has come to your school and he delivers a speech. He delivers a beautiful speech and the whole school is just clapping and applauding for what he has done. How do you feel at that time? You really feel you're on cloud 9. So that's what you're really in awe of your brother for his for his oratory skills. So this is what Wordsworth also feels. Now coming to the next question. The Nightingale reference comes from which region mentioned in the poem? So from which part of from which part of the globe has the reference been made with regard to the nightingale? And that is the Arabian desert, and the nightingale has been referred to that. Now it's like sitting in a hot classroom. Say for example, you can associate it with you're in school and it's like May, the month of May, and there's no power and it's terribly hot. How do you feel at that time? And just at that time someone gets you a very cold bottle of water for you to drink, and how do you feel at that time? Isn't it really very, very relieving and very, very soothing? So exactly the same thing happens to the weary travelers, the tired travelers. They listen to the song of the nightingale, which actually soothes them. Now, going on to the 15th question. The cuckoo's song is described as being heard in which season? This is spring. The cuckoo sings in spring because in winter all the birds, they migrate to different places and they are not seen outside because of the snow. So they are definitely in hibernation, and in spring everything again is back to normal. So that's when you can listen to the cuckoo singing. So here you can associate it with the cheer of Holi. So spring is the season for Holi festival also. So you can associate it with Holi. Now coming on to the 15th question, which best explains the overflowing vale? And the 4 options are in front of you, and the correct answer is, as you guessed, valley echoing with music, overflowing with sound. Again, you can associate this with another example that happens most often with you when you are in school and during the prayer during sports day or something, you're all cheering for all the teams and the echo is heard. So that's something which you can never forget even after you get back home. So here too you can remember that and associate it with this particular question. Now question number 16, the poem's central idea revolves around, what is the central idea? This is a very important question and I have explained this in my video. The link of the video is in the description box. Now the correct answer is beauty of solitude and power of song. So though she is all alone, solitary reaper, she is doing her work, she is reaping the harvest, she is all alone. But the beauty lies not in her physical appearance, but it is in the song that she is singing. And also the power of her song, it is beautiful because of its emotion, because of the emotion that it carries, which is beyond words. So this is what you have to remember. And how do you remember this? So there is a classmate of yours and then who does funny gestures and then you really are drawn towards it and you remember that for a very long time. You don't forget it and you are you laugh whenever you think about it. So this is something that you can associate it with. Now the next question, the reaper's song becomes eternal because. Now the 4 options are in front of you and the correct answer is again option B, lingers in memory. The poet doesn't forget it for a very long time. It remains etched in his mind. The song lives beyond the moment. That is the moment when he actually receives the song, absorbs the song, and then he actually tries to enjoy the song, enjoy listening to the song, but then it remains in his memory even after that moment. Now here, how do you remember? So same thing again, you hum a song when you wake up in the morning, you listen to some song in the morning and that lingers on for the whole day along with you. Now the next question, which lesson does the poem indirectly give students about art and expression? And out of the 4 options, the correct answer is true art needs no translation. So, whether it's drawing, whether it is dance, whether it is singing, it could be any form of art. There is no need for you to translate it. It is what your senses perceive, your eyes, ears, they can receive and they can understand what has been conveyed. That is true art or true form of art. So this is what has happened here also. Through her emotions, through her emotional song that the Solitary Reaper sings, she has tried to make an impact on Wordsworth's mind and heart, and he hasn't forgotten that for a very long time. He remembered that. Now, how do you remember this? So when you go to attend some cultural event or anything that interests you, you have gone there and then you are trying to enjoy that. That remains in your memory for a very long time. So little things that you associate with your experiences. I have given my experiences, which could possibly be true, with you. You can leave your experiences in the comment section below, so that probably in my next video I can use these ideas from you and then prepare another video so that many more students will be benefited. So I hope you understood the poem that I have explained, of which I have already given the link in the description box, and also the MCQs have not scared you and they haven't overwhelmed you because I have given not only the answers and explanation but also linked it with your life. So do remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back with yet another marathon of 20 MCQs with the same kind of explanation. You can give me more ideas. I'm waiting for your ideas, so please do leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you. God bless you.